Hi guys, you're welcome to Knowing More with Faith. My name is Faith Afolabi-Ariyo. In this video, I'm going to be talking about diplomacy. So if you feel the need to improve on the quality of your relationship and learn better ways of interacting with people, then let's do this together. But if you are not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that when I upload new videos, you will be notified. I want you to be part of my growth. And for my returning subscribers, you know that I love you. Thank you and welcome back. Okay, so diplomacy is just an acceptable way of influencing the decision of people and the way they behave through negotiation, through dialogue, through any other means without creating an offense. It builds and develops mutual respect because it's a way of selling your way to the other person or persons. It's a way of letting them know that even though you don't agree with them, this is your own point or this is your own belief or whatever, you don't agree with them, you are not embarrassing them, you are not making them feel bad. It's a way of selling your way to the other person. Like, you are making them to have your way, you are having your way through them. There's no element of force, and you are not influencing them in a way that they are not happy about. There's a way you can tell somebody to go to hell and they will look forward to the trip. And there's this, this thing that people say that there's the things you say or the way you say things is as important, if not more important, than what you are going to say. When you are influencing people like diplomatically, you are being diplomatic with people, you don't embarrass them, you don't force them, you don't disrespect them. It's a way of respectfully bringing them to where you stand so that they can see things the way you want them to see. Diplomacy is an art. It's something that we can all learn. Diplomacy is not asking you to lie. When I newly got married, I'm a lawyer, my husband is a lawyer. So most people, when we meet people, most times when we meet people out, and they're like, "Oh, you're a lawyer, your husband is a lawyer." Oh, you people will be arguing. We just want to say, "Oh, we don't argue that much." No, we don't argue. But the truth is, we used to argue. Like, argue. We used to argue, but I got to a time that I told myself, no, I can't do this anymore. I needed to learn better ways of approaching things, because women and their mouth is always my mouth, like. And the kind of man I married is the man that always like to win the arguments too. So I knew I had to learn more to be able to do more. We couldn't continue like that. I couldn't continue like that. So I knew I had to learn to be diplomatic, even in dealing with him and other people. The kind of personality I have, and being an Ekiti girl from southwestern Nigeria, you know that Ekiti people don't give a shit. Like, they tell it straight to your face. They don't care. And Ekiti person will talk. They will not even look at your face when they are talking. Talk less of knowing that you are feeling somehow. They just say what they want to say. They just do what they want to do. They don't care. That kind of personality will not allow you to be patient. But when I had my first baby, I knew that no, my life has changed. I will need to learn to deal with people, to relate with people in a peaceful way. Not that I was troublesome. No, I was not troublesome. I just needed to learn to be a better person. I needed to know more about dealing with people. Even when you are sure that this is the right way, this is the right thing to do in this situation, you should learn to convince the other person in a reasonable way, in a respectful way, without embarrassing them, such that they would be happy, to kind of drop their own opinion to accept yours without causing any damage to your relationship. Sometimes when you even have you are saying the truth, you are saying the truth. People know that you are saying the truth, but when they know that no, the way you are bringing the truth to them is like, you are trying to give them that attitude like you know better, then they will not send you. They will not send you. In their mind, they'll be like, okay, Shebi, you know better. They will make that situation difficult for you. They will make it more difficult for you, even though they know. On the other hand, some people will just become so defensive, and that way you won't be able to get the best out of people. You won't be able to get the best out of them or out of the situation. And in this journey of life, we all need people. Stop deceiving yourself. Snap out of the deceit that you don't need anybody, that I only need God. God is the only one that God will not come down from heaven to come and help you. God will need people to help you. So you need the right people around you. And when they are around you, you need the right way to deal with them, to handle them, to approach them, so that you'll be able to get the best out of them. Because it is not everybody around you that will have your kind of personality. There are people around you that will have some annoying attitude, some weird way of life, beliefs, and all of that. You still need to relate with them. You need to be at peace with them. You need to work out your relationship with them. It is very important. Relationship is one of the things that make life so easy, yes, to live. Without people around you, without the right relationship around you, you are going to suffer, or you are going to have things really difficult. Like you are learning diplomacy, you want to become diplomatic in dealing with people, you need to check out for some things, you need to put some things in place. For instance, you need to be an attentive listener. When people talk to you, because you have thought about the situation, you have thought about the whole thing, you feel that okay, this is the right thing to do, this is the right approach to take on this issue. That does not mean that you won't find somebody with a better opinion, with a better way out. So it's always good in your journey to becoming more diplomatic. It's very good to learn to listen to people attentively. Be an active listener, not just you are listening but you're not following. It is good to learn to listen to people. That way you'll be able to understand what their mindset. You'll be able to see things from their own perspective, where they are coming from. You'll be able to understand them better. And in doing that, you need a lot of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence means, just the ability, your own ability to understand and control your emotions, your feelings, and then the ability to understand the emotion of other people. In the process of listening to them actively, you won't just be hearing what they are saying, but you will be feeling what they are feeling. You'll be able to get the feeling that comes with what they are saying. You will not only see you will not only hear what they are saying, but you will see how they are saying it. You'll be able to feel how they are saying it. You will see the body language, you understand them better. And if you wish to control their emotion now positively, it will give you a better understanding of how to go about that without hurting them, without hurting yourself too, because you already know, you already understand their feelings. It is also very important that you show empathy. Like empathy, I think there is a difference between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is when you feel you feel sorry for somebody is going through something, you feel sorry for them, you really sympathize with them. Like sympathize, I'm explaining sympathy, I'm saying sympathize. Okay, you feel sorry for them, you wish them better, you are not just happy with the situation that they are in. But empathy is you feel their pain, you are able, probably in the eyes of your mind, to put yourself in their shoes. You are able to imagine, what they are going through. That will help you to understand their feelings better. If somebody has been through something and you're just like, it happens, they will get over it. You don't really feel, we are all human beings, and we love it when people show that they care about us. Everybody wants to feel loved. Somebody that you have not shown that you care, how do you want to influence that person? Because in the first place, they don't feel any connection with you. It is normal for them to resist you. It is normal for them to become defensive. Nobody will just sit down and look at you breaking into them anyhow. It's always good to show empathy, to display some level of emotional intelligence. You need to understand yourself and have a good control of your emotions. Be able to control yourself. If you cannot control yourself, then you don't have any right to want to control another person. Always try your best to build good rapport with people. Be polite in your relationship. When you deal with people, be polite. It's not every time you just release your emotions anyhow. That even explains, it kind of shows people how disciplined you are. A man or a woman who cannot control his or her emotions, like, tell yourself some truth and no, not here. Hold it. The truth is, people will not always be pleasant to you. Like, they will not always be polite to you. Yes, people will not always be nice to you. But it is your emotional intelligence that will help you to control your reaction to the other people's action around you. Sometimes we feel like, you feel cheated. Like, and what gives him the right to talk to me like that? What gives her the right to talk to me like that? Really, they are wrong. They are wrong to do, stuff like that. But that shouldn't dictate the way you really. I remember that there was an incident that happened. There was this organization my husband was working with, and not that it was working with them directly. It was a kind of consultation. They consulted him on some legal stuff, and after the whole transaction, one of their directors, the top person in the organization, had an issue with him, and the woman just was, I don't know what happened that day. She's actually a fantastic woman. Like, she's somebody I now know one-on-one. She's a good, sweet woman. But I don't know what happened that day. She was not in a good mood. Like, she was not in a good mood at all. So she talked to him anyhow, like, was so really impolite. He just stood there, looked at the woman, and thank God I was not even there, because I don't know if that level of grace would have fallen on me too. But he just stood there, was looking at the woman, probably thinking, what is wrong? And that day, the situation just went like that. And then I think few days later, 2 or 3 days later, she called my husband to personally apologize. And then, she said some things that, could have brought out that kind of aspect of her. So she just apologized genuinely, and it was obvious that she was really sorry. But thank God that my husband did not react like, what is wrong with you? Woman, all of that. He was just really concerned about her. What is wrong with her? But he didn't say anything. And then the woman apologized later. And then that was the beginning of a fantastic relationship. Like, she's an older woman, like I said, sweet woman. And up to today, she's like a mother to the both of us. So it is not all the time that you just react to situations that come to you, or you deal with people the way they come to deal with you, it is good to take a moment to analyze situations and look beyond what is just happening, playing out in front of you. And it helps you to have to influence them, because if somebody is angry at you and kind of being impolite and all of that, and you are just calm, still treating the same person very nicely, and talking to the same person very nicely, it's a way of controlling them. It will get to a point that they will get tired themselves. It will get to a time that they will be exhausted. They will appreciate the fact that you have not disrespected them, you have not embarrassed them the way they have done to you. That will make them respect you more. Another thing is, you need to learn to accept people with their differences. Everybody cannot be like you. You are dark, you are from one part of the country, you like a particular kind of food, and anybody that is not, that does not like that kind of food is not feeling well. Because you like grain, anybody that likes swallow is old-fashioned, I mean, whatever. Everybody must just be like you. Everybody must just like what you like. Everybody must just think what you think. No, life does not go like that. You need to accept other people with their differences. Know that, we have different backgrounds. The reason why you are the way you are is because of a lot of factors. Your background, your experience, your exposure, your other things, your relationships, friends, colleagues, family members, they have their ways of contributing to your personality. And your experience, your background, your relationship, everything is different from the other person. Everything is different from any other person. So it is normal for other people to be different from you. So the fact that they are different, the fact that they love different things, you like something, they don't like it, that does not mean that you are better than them or that they are better than you. You are simply different. So you should learn to appreciate people's difference or differences. And when you are in the middle of a very difficult situation, difficult discussion or conversation with people, focus on what you want to achieve. You set out to, initiate a conversation on a situation or something, and then it is normal for people to say things that will provoke you, that want to push you to become angry. But when you already know that, okay, this is the reason why we are starting this conversation, this is the reason why we are starting this negotiation, just focus on what you want to achieve. That will make you less sensitive to words that can provoke you, or you are just focusing on what you want to bring out of the conversation. Make sure that you don't get into a negotiation or argument or conversation when you are angry. These are things that you look into when you are kind of building or developing your diplomacy skill. Generally, diplomacy is just a way of dealing with people, with sensitivity, being sensitive to people, being sensitive to their feelings, being sensitive to their opinions. When somebody knows that you care about what he or she feels, they feel more comfortable with you, and it makes it easier for them to open up to you. And that way you are building your relationship with such person. When you are talking about diplomacy is not just for between countries and countries with other countries, or family. It's even very important when you are dealing with your spouse. Especially women, we can talk. This our mouth is a weapon. But we need to use wisdom to use the weapon. There's one adage yoga that says, ọ̀rọ̀ tútù, ọ̀rọ̀ tó dá, ó máa yọ obì lápò. But ọ̀rọ̀ bínú, ọ̀rọ̀ líle ó máa yọ idà nínú àkọ̀, you know. And the Bible even says that we should let our conversation be seasoned with grace. Let what you are saying or what you are doing minister grace. Let minister peace to your relationship. Let it minister progress. Let it minister unity. Somebody is coming to you, kind of surprise you, you know, do something nice for you, and then they just meet you. The first thing you do, the first thing you say, they change their mind. So it's not all the time that we should be praying, God do this, God do that. Sometimes all we need to do is work on our relationships with people. And that is why diplomacy is very important, because diplomacy will not only help you to, you know, gain the right people around you, it will also help you to get the best out of them. So that's it, guys. The Yoruba says, ọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ ò ká, ẹjọ́ púpọ̀ ò kágbọ̀n. I just hope I'm right. Okay. So like it means we don't need too much words. Okay. It's my wish to see you prosper in your relationship, you know, with your co-workers, your employees, employers, you know, with your neighbors, your family members. So as you learn more, don't forget to do more. See you in my next video. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.